Hi, I'm Eric Muller of the Exploratorium Teacher Institute, and this is
Bryce Johnson, also from the Exploratorium Teacher Institute.
And today we're going to show you how to build your own salt wedge device. This thing is called the Salt Wedgie. This is how you build it. You're going to need the following equipment in order to build it. You're going to need a Ziploc bag, about a 1-quart size will do, a jewel case, hopefully you removed your CD from it and you don't need this case anymore, a spoon, some food coloring, blue would be a good choice, some salt. The best salt to use would be kosher salt. This isn't kosher salt, but the best salt would be kosher salt so it doesn't leave a little cloud in your water. Optionally, you can use a pair of pliers. I'll show you how to use that in a second. 2 cups of water, one for your fresh water and one to mix your salt water in, and a binder clip. That's what you're going to need in order to make this. This is how you make it with your equipment. First, on your jewel case, you're going to take the insides out. There's a part that actually holds the portion that holds the CD. You don't need that anymore. So now you just have your rectangular CD case, and then what you're going to do is you're going to put your baggie into your CD case so that it fits flush with the corners. And that's it. One option you can do is when we build this thing, to make your water flow out just a little bit quicker, you can actually pop out a little bit of the edge of your CD case with your pair of pliers. I'm going to do that on this one. All this is going to do is speed up the process of the salt water going into the fresh water. But it's not necessary, but it will help. So I have a little pop down at the bottom over here. Going to help the salt water flow in. Close this up. Put a binder clip on the bottom, and you're ready to start putting your liquid in here.
And this is how you make your saltwater solution. You take some salt and a spoon and add about, a tablespoon or so salt, and then mix. It'll become cloudy at first, but eventually the cloudiness will go away as the salt dissolves. And then, with still dissolving, you can add some glued food coloring. And 3 or 4 drops or more will do. That's really cool. And so here we have our blue, salty water solution.
So with Bryce's help, I'm going to put this salt wedgie together. Okay, so now we're going to fill it up. So open up your bag, pour your water in. Make sure you only pour enough water to fill this up about halfway. And after you put your fresh water in, you can now put your salted water in there too. When you put the salt water in, make sure you only put it on that reservoir that's hanging out on the side. So you can tip your bag system off to the side, pour your salt in there, and watch it make a salt wedge that goes straight across the bottom of your bag. Keep an eye on it. And even if you turn your container side to side, you'll still get that wedge on the bottom.
So you can see some really interesting things happening here. One thing to notice is this line that exists between the fresh water and the salt water. That's a stratification line. And on top is the fresh water, the less dense fluid, and on the bottom is the salt water, the more dense fluid. And these two fluids with different densities stay separated. This is just like what we see around the world when fresh water mixes with seawater. And this happens in San Francisco Bay and many estuaries around the world.
If you want better contrast between your fresh water and your salt water, you can always add food coloring to your fresh water too. In this case, yellow coloring was added to the fresh water, and now the salt water is green on the bottom. Hey Bryce, what can you tell us about this?
Well, it's leaking.